Hey everybody, here I'm playing piano right here, and this is Amosdoll Music, and I want to share with you something extremely special to me. So, recently I've been writing my very first book on my personal unique method that I use on a day-to-day basis to play any song on the piano without the use of sheet music or synthesia. And I actually want to give it to you to try for free. But before we do, I want to explain to you very quickly what this book is about. But more importantly, I want to tell you what this book is not about. Okay, so this book is definitely not about teaching you how to use sheet music or synthesia to learn any song, because those methods are labeled as what I call a spoon feeding process. And just like what it literally means, it works in the short term, but it's not efficient in the long term. Because think about it, as you are a baby in your youth time, you won't spend much of your whole life getting spoon-fed baby food little by little, because as you grow up, your capacity to eat more and faster increases by so much more. And there's actually so much other good food in the whole world for you to try and eat. Okay, so this is actually the same problem for many new students and even experienced traditional musicians to face. For traditional musicians, a lot are too heavily reliant and stuck with using just sheet music. And for new students with no experience, many just rely on the synthesia learning bars or the guessing and checking. So, do you know what the main problem that prevents both these traditional musicians and new students from playing better? The answer is unwillingness. Okay, the unwillingness to change from a bad habit and the unwillingness to learn something a better and faster way. Okay, many people is unwilling to learn new methods because they claim that they already know how to play by ear, by being able to guess some notes of a melody, by repetitively pressing keys over and over until they match the correct note. Well, let me tell you, there is no guessing and checking for my methods. In fact, it is a lot more than just learning how to play by ear, because playing by ear is only the first part. Okay, rather than thinking of it plainly as a method, think of it as me, not only giving you the correct set of tools, used in the correct set of ways to easily play by ear, but also giving you other tools such as rhythms, harmonies, and improvisation techniques that you can keep learning and building more and add to your music toolbox. Okay, a lot of people might already have some, but not every tool underneath their sleeve, just like some knowledge of scales but without great oral skills. And worse, some people think that they can make it work but does not know that they actually are using the wrong tools. Just like what I say to my students. You can screw a nail into a piece of wood using your hand by twisting it as a tool. It works, but it is very slow and inefficient. Why not learn how to correctly use an existing, better tool like a screwdriver to get the job done way easier? Unwillingness. This is the main obstacle that is holding back many people who is interested. Yet, this is also the trap that I don't want any of you to fall into. Now, this book is also not about instantly turning you into the next Beethoven. Okay, he actually became deaf. But anyway, if you thought this was a book that turns you into a music master without any time spent for practicing these new methods, then I'm sorry to tell you that you are at the wrong place. However, treat this book as multiple of shortcuts that I have compiled over 10 years of experience and where I have selected the best tools that worked for me on my YouTube and my students in their most desired songs. Okay. Forget the wrong tools. Forget that hand. Forget that screwdriver. This book gives you my electric drill, the best tools that lets you quickly understand the concept of the mind's ear, which allowed Beethoven to continue composing and performing despite losing his hearing. Okay, so unlike many other music teachers and programs out there, I actually preach what I teach. There are nearly 10 million of YouTube viewers that has seen this in action, and many of them keep asking for the sheet music as if I'm actually hiding it, but really, there is none. This method has allowed me to learn, play, and record the newest released songs within 10 to 20 minutes, and you will learn all about it inside this book. If you are currently struggling for days, weeks, and up to months to learn one song, then be willing to change your mindset. Stop your bad habits in learning solely by sheet music, synthesia, or guessing and checking, because these methods will prevent you from learning how music really works. Understand there are many tools and concepts that make up music, and by only having some of these tools, don't just conclude that you are not made for music, or that only, quote, talented people with like perfect pitch and stuff can play like they do. As I mentioned in my book, you cannot possibly solve the most complex mathematical problems if you barely know bits and pieces about numbers and arithmetic. Just like how you cannot master music by only understanding little bits and pieces about maybe the music foundations of melody, harmony, and rhythm, and how to read music a little bit and stuff. Okay, right now, the bad news is that many people still rely on those slow and inefficient methods because they don't know where to start and how to piece every tool together. However, my book is the textual representation of my guidance for you because it shortcuts all the systems and tools that are required and how to use them in the correct ways from my experience, and that is the good news. Over these 10 years, I've been implementing this method into my performance and also in my teaching for both online and offline students locally in Australia and also all around the world like these. People like you and like me who want to learn the best and fastest method to play all of the songs that we liked without the reliance on sheet music. For example, one of my local students in Australia called Aiden. He's your typical junior high school Asian boy who is forced by his parents to learn classical piano and do graded exams with me. Okay, although he is learning classical piano quite well from me, he hates using sheet music because he finds all those balls and sticks very difficult to look at when there are too many of them and would rather play by memory. Also, he actually secretly likes to play many of my video game covers and was very curious on how I managed to post so much on YouTube. I'm so glad that he asked me this because luckily I have a solution for his curiosity. So, in some of the lessons, after he has done well in his classical piano practice, I then reward him by teaching him the songs that he likes using the processes of my method, just like this one.
Yeah, I'll probably like Let It Go Frozen.
What?
Let It Go.
Let It Go?
From Frozen.
Which one? The...
I like it.
Okay. So the melody, first note is A.
Okay.
Yeah, so okay.
You can tell it just goes up by one semitone. A, it's 2 semitones to B.
So first note A.
So it's major second.
To major second to the next note is B, yeah.
Yeah, and then minor second, so
Yeah.
1 semitone to C.
Yeah, so. And then what about this jump? So.
Perfect fourth.
It goes down a perfect
It goes
fourth.
down, yeah, so it's G.
Yeah.
And so it's G, G, so 2 Gs.
Yep. So what is that jump?
Is it a perfect fifth?
Why?
It has like the Twinkle Twinkle Little Star song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
So it's D.
Yeah. And then this one should be easy.
It goes down to C.
Yeah.
One way down.
Yeah. And then. Okay, is there any repeated notes?
That part.
Yeah.
But I think from there it's
What's the interval between?
Oh, green sleeves, so it's
Yeah.
minor third.
Okay, so minor third.
So it's A,
Yeah.
and then it just repeats,
Yeah.
and then to B, C.
Yeah, because it's the same as before. Okay, so come and try that melody out.
Okay. Okay, I'm not sure if I'm good. I'm not sure if I'm good.
Doesn't matter, just try.
Yeah.
Alright.
Aced it.
Aced it. Wasn't that awesome, you guys? Every time I look back at the recording of the lessons of my students, I get excited again. Now, that process that I took Aiden through is the exact same melody finding process that I take all of my private students who are charged like $60 to $70 an hour, and it is also the exact same process that you are going to go through when you get the ebook. And just like what I told you before, I'm going to let you try the ebook for free. Now, I'm curious. Are you interested in seeing what is inside of here? Well, come and take a look. Let me show you some of these cool stuff. The first thing that you will learn is not only knowing the many shortcuts in the basics of the piano right here, but you will also learn about the importance of rhythm patterns that the ear should be trained to get used to, because this is one of the main crucial factors that is overlooked by a lot of music teachers, such that a lot of students feel that the most important thing is only to play the right notes, disregarding the fact that there are many gaps or inconsistency in rhythm throughout their playing. You will understand that actually, there is no wrong notes if you keep the rhythm going. Because you see, if I play random cluster chords whilst keeping a strong beat using complex rhythm patterns and fills, you will then realize that the mastery of rhythm is a lot more important than anything else. Okay, something like this, let me see. Yeah, something I just made up. Okay, so we don't just stop here. In these few sections here, I will reveal the exact tricks on how I almost instantly work out melodies for any song using the secrets within intervals, and over here I will also further show you how intervals can be used to work out any chord in a song. On top of all of this, I will also show you how this whole system is pieced together using one of my very own personal templates for an actual song that I actually played on YouTube, receiving over 500,000 views on that video. Like I said before, this is the exact system that I use in all of my piano covers on YouTube. I've done over 600 piano covers on YouTube, and it's the exact methods that I take all of my piano students both locally in Australia and online through Skype and my online courses, who all wants to play songs that they like without sheet music and or on their own. And I'm so excited now to actually take you through this process as well. It is going to help you literally take you on an express train, allowing you to easily work out any melody and chords of a song almost instantly, and most importantly, all by yourself. Whilst you take on this journey, the most exciting thing is that whilst that you are learning these systems, you will align with my musical philosophies and realize that there is so much more to music than just the mere visual representations of sheet music and dull synesthesia tutorials telling you exactly what notes to press. This process will transform your thoughts on music. It will transform your approach to music. And by being able to play anything at your own will, it will also transform your music life as well. And that is why I'm so excited. Now, this book breaks all traditional teachings because unlike traditional teachers' heavily reliance on sheet music, my method treats sheet music as a secondary tool only, like used later to get my points across more advanced things like rhythmic improvisational accompaniments for particular styles like bossa novas, etc. It was cool because I actually wanted to give this book for you to try for free, just like I said before. And all you need to do now, you just got to take the first step. You got to go and request it, like all my other classical students who wanted to go beyond their sheet music conventions. It is going to cost you a little bit of handling money once you have tried it for free and want to get the full jam-packed version. But that's it. And afterwards, in a minute or so, the book will be delivered straight to your email inbox for you to instantly access. There's no catch. There's no gimmicks. You're not signing up to a monthly program or anything. I'm actually sending you this book so that you can enjoy what I enjoy, have what I have, and prosper in the infinite possibilities and freedom when playing music. Yes, and in fact, if you don't love this book, I want you to get it, read it, and then refund your handling costs and let you actually keep the book. That's how much I believe in this and how much I know it is going to change your approach to music and change your musical life. Does this sound good? Alright, so what you need to do now is to fill on the form on the side and then let me know what email to send it to you. Make sure you type it up correctly or else it will get sent to the wrong one. And depending on how much internet lag there is in your connection, the book will be instantly on its way to your inbox. Does this sound good? Awesome. So fill out the form to get your copy right now. And I guess I'll just play some piano for the rest of it.